So what's up, boys and girls, welcome back to the channel. And today in this video I'm going to be matchmaking UFC fighters and giving my opinion the fights that should happen after the Freedom 250 event. So let's get started without wasting any time. First fighter that we're going to talk about is Diego Lopes. Diego Lopes won his fight against Steve Garcia, and honestly I don't know if UFC is gonna give Diego Lopes the title shot against Volk. I personally want Diego Lopes to fight against Lerone Murphy. I feel like this fight just makes sense, and I think this fight should happen, and they are both next to each other in the rankings as well, and I feel like if this fight happens, this is gonna be a striking battle, and it's a pretty 50-50 fight. Could go either way, so I think UFC should make this fight. Next fighter that we're going to talk about is Bo Nickal. Bo Nickal also won his fight against Kyle Daukaus. For Bo Nickal, he should fight Israel Adesanya next, and I feel like this fight should happen. I think it's a big step up for Bo Nickal and big step down for Izzy, and I think this might be the last chance for Izzy as well. And I feel like this fight is quite winnable for Izzy, and I feel like, Bo Nickal has power on the striking, but I feel like stylistically Izzy has better striking, and Bo Nickal is not as dangerous on the ground as somebody like Joe Pyfer. So I think this fight should also happen. This is a very interesting fight. Third fighter that we are going to talk about is Michael Chandler. Another day, another loss for Michael Chandler. I don't know why this guy is still active. I think Michael Chandler, what's next for him is he needs to retire. I don't think he has anything else to offer to UFC, and for himself I think he needs to retire. He's pushing 40. He's 40 years old. I think he should have retired once he lost the opportunity to fight McGregor. I don't think he has anything else left. He needs to retire, man. Next fighter we're gonna talk about is Mauricio Ruffy, Michael Chandler's opponent. Mauricio Ruffy absolutely destroyed Michael Chandler. Next for him is, I feel like he should fight Gamrot. Why I'm saying this is because if you look at the lightweight division contender list, we see Justin Gaethje is the champion. There is no way he's gonna fight Justin Gaethje. We see number one contender Arman Tsarukyan. No way Arman Tsarukyan is gonna fight Mauricio. Then we look at Ilia Topuria. He's gonna be out for a while now. We look at Paddy Pimblett and Saint Denis. They are booked against each other. So I feel like he should fight against Gamrot, because this is going to be like a classic like striker versus grappler fight. And I feel like Mauricio is a very good striker, and I think one of the best striker in the lightweight division right now. And Gamrot, I feel like he's a good grappler. So it's going to be an interesting match to see. Next fighter that we're going to talk about is Derek Lewis. For Derek Lewis, same thing, like he has nothing else to offer to UFC or for himself. I think he needs to retire as well, because if you look at his performance in the White House, bro, against Josh Hockett, it was pathetic. He gassed out after like a minute or so. After a full fighting camp he gassed out in a minute or so, bro. Like, he needs to retire. He has already fought like most of the guys in the top 15. He has nothing else to offer to the UFC. He needs to retire, man. Next fighter that we're gonna talk about is Sean O'Malley. I think after his win against Zahabi, I think he has put himself in a very good position. And I think what's next for O'Malley is he needs to fight Peter Yan. Peter Yan is the champion. I don't know if UFC is gonna do Peter Yan versus Merab 3. I feel like if Merab doesn't fight, you give O'Malley the title shot. If Merab does fight, whoever the winner is, for example, if Peter Yan wins the third fight as well, you gotta give O'Malley the next title shot. Peter Yan loses to Merab, still gotta make O'Malley versus Yan too. So anyway, I think O'Malley versus Yan has to happen, and I'm very excited to see this fight. Next fighter that we're gonna talk about is Alex Pereira. I think it was a bad night for Alex Pereira, what happened against Rogan. I don't want Alex Pereira to go back to light heavyweight. I think he should stay at heavyweight, and he should fight Josh Hockett. Oh my god, I think Josh Hockett and Alex Pereira is going to be a fun fight. Josh Hockett is going after Alex Pereira again and again at press conference, and he's just targeting Alex Pereira in any way he could. So I think this is going to be a very interesting fight to watch, and I know this is going to be a big ass fight, big interesting event. So this fight needs to happen, man. Next fighter that we're going to talk about is Cyril Gane. Of course, what he did against Alex Pereira was amazing. And what's next for him is pretty obvious. I think he needs to fight Tom Aspinall. He needs to have his rematch against Tom Aspinall. What he did in the first fight was crazy as well. It ended in a no contest, but I think what he did to Aspinall was crazy. And I think they need to have the rematch around September or October, whatever. You need to make that happen, and I think this fight has even more hype now than before. So UFC, make it happen, man. Next fighter that we're gonna talk about is Ilya Topuria, and I think it was a bad fight for Ilya. He got bashed badly by Justin Gaethje, and I think what's next for him is he needs to recover. Basically, he needs to recover. I think he's gonna be out for a very long time, and whenever he come back, he needs to see like what are the contenders that are popping up and fight them. And for now, there is nothing. So yeah. Now finally, let's talk about Justin Gaethje. Justin Gaethje has put on a show for everybody on the White House event, and I feel like what's next for Justin Gaethje is Arman Tsarukyan, if Justin Gaethje is gonna stick around. But if Justin Gaethje doesn't stick around, then he has an option to retire. Yeah, he can retire. Like, he has won the UFC belt on the biggest stage of the UFC at the White House. Money wise, he probably earned a lot of money after this event, so I think he can retire. Because I mean, I don't see like why would you want to put your belt on the line for 25 minutes against the #1 contender? Would you risk your belt? I don't know. I mean, Justin Gaethje, I think he has achieved what he could have achieved. But if he does stick around, I feel like he has to fight Arman Tsarukyan, because Arman Tsarukyan has been active and he's the #1 contender. Other than that, guys, this is the end of the video, and let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next one.